What is happening, people? I'm in Seoul, the capital city of South Korea. Let me tell you, have a look at how beautiful this place is. I've only been here a matter of hours as well. The time is currently 3:25. I arrived at 3 o'clock in the morning. So I've been sleeping a lot of those and I've been eating and dossing the rest, but I can still tell you this place is absolutely incredible. Considering the political state in this country is in dire turmoil at the minute. We'll get into that in a sec as well. But I have got some plans for today. I've got so much to tell you guys. Things that have happened, things that are up and coming. Oh my God, where do I start? So first thing today that we're doing, I do like to have a little bit of structure about these vlogs, but I also do feel like just walking around and getting immersed in the culture is the best way of learning about a country. So we're going to be going to a village called Bukchon, I think that's what you call it. I'm going to plug it up here, probably not how you say it, but probably not even how it's spelt, but we're going to be heading there, and then we're going to be heading to a street called Myeongdong Street. I need to get a jumper or a jacket. Honestly, when I got dropped off by the bus yesterday, 3 o'clock in the morning, 30-minute walk to the hotel, -2, -2. I was absolutely Baltic. So we'll be doing a lot of stuff in between that. I'm sure we'll find some spontaneous, exciting. I want to get a beer as well, see what the price of a beer is, and just explore the city more than anything. I don't want to be too structured in what I do. So yeah, that's the plan for today. I've got so much to tell you, like I said, so I need a coffee. This is my morning, by the way. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I've pretty much only been awake 2 hours. So without further ado, let's get into the vlog, babe. Right, I have made it to a very, very busy street where there's a lot of buses, so I'm definitely in the right place. We are looking for bus number 1 or 2, which will take us to the village, which, by the way, I definitely mullered how you say it. So the village is called, I'm going to tag it up here, Bukchon Hanok village. So yeah, I definitely got that wrong, but I don't even know if I can pay by cash, card, or do I have to have one of these like local cards to get on the bus? I don't know, we'll find out in a sec. But anyway, do we have time to quickly talk about the political state of South Korea at the minute? I'm not going to lie to you guys, I'm not going to pretend that I'm an expert in this. However, I have done my research, and to be fair, it was all over the news in the UK back in December when it all happened. So the current government and the president that could be the president at the minute is impeached, but he could be getting sworn back in or reinstated in 2 days' time. There's a ruling coming from a court in South Korea, which is madness. And I'm still here on Friday. Well, my flight out. This vlog will probably go out on Friday, but I'm probably 2 or 3 days behind. So I'm hopefully going to be leaving the country before this decision's made. But anyway, the president at the time, which is called Yoon Suk-yeol, I probably mullered that as well. He declared martial law within South Korea, basically without any dialogue from anyone. He just put the country into martial law because he felt a threat from some anti-state groups that were potentially affiliated with North Korea. So for whatever reason, he felt a threat from, yeah, states. I don't know if there's some groups within South Korea, if it was outside, I don't know. But anyway, he did this without any dialogue with anyone else from the government, from what I can understand. 3 days later, so that, for anyone who doesn't understand what martial law is, that is basically when civilian law as we know it, everyday life, everyday law that you know, is scrapped, and the military are brought in to try and bring peace, not peace, but try and bring stability to the country or to the state. So that's what happened. 3 days later, like a national assembly of like basically lawmakers managed to overturn the decision, and they impeached Mr. Yoon Suk-yeol, whatever his name is. So breathe. 2 days later, or whatever it was, 3 days later, they ended up bringing in another president to bring, I don't know, some normality to the situation. It turns out he ended up getting impeached as well, which is madness. I don't know why. I don't know if he was like affiliated with the first president. Anyway, a third one comes in, and it's now it's been a bit more stable, let's put it that way. However, as I just said, there is a hearing on Friday the 4th, which is this Friday. This vlog, like I said, will probably go out on that day, so hopefully I'll be left the country, and that hearing is going to be basically whether or not the first initial president that put the country into martial law is reinstated into the country. So it's not a laughing matter, to be honest. It really isn't. So there's a lot of I'm not going to pretend I'm any expert on it, but I have done my research and I do understand what is going on. So yeah, honestly, I've got no idea what's going to happen. That is the least of my worries at the minute. Well, I'll fly out on Friday, so it is kind of a worry, but I am now heading to this village. We're going to head there. as I said at the start of the video, I want to explore all of these countries for what they are. Look at this. This is like a really, really built up city, as the last 2 or 3 places I've been have been built up cities as well. But I feel you are better learning and getting yourself immersed, like I said, in the city by just walking out and doing stuff. Do you know what I mean? There's no, you can pick up Google, ChatGPT and say what can I do here, where can I go there, and it'll give you a list of places. That's all well and good, but I just feel going out and having quite a loose way of planning is also a good way of doing it. I do like to have structure in what I do on my vlogs, otherwise there's no reason for people to watch them. But today is going to be a bit of a let's see what happens kind of day. And then tomorrow, is this bus come yet? I haven't missed it, have I? Oh my God, I don't know, I probably could have done. There's people still stood here. Anyway, tomorrow I am doing the DMZ tour. Honestly, I'm so excited for that. Again, for people that don't know, it's like the demilitarized zone between South Korea and North Korea. It's weird because you hear demilitarized and you think there'll be no one there, but it's the most, I believe it is the most guarded and militarized place on each side of the border in the whole world. So that'll be interesting to go and see that. And then Friday I fly to Japan. I have got tickets to the Formula 1. I'm so excited. I've booked my accommodation. I've got a race ticket for the Sunday. My accommodation is miles away from the circuit. You will not, I beg you guys, go on booking.com, go on Airbnb and have a look at some of the prices of accommodation around the Suzuka circuit, I think it's called. It is absolutely bonkers, but I have found somewhere that's about a 2.5 hour train away, so it'll all be good fun. I am going to vlog the whole thing, so if you're not already, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see all of that. It'll be such good fun. Anyway, I'm going to put the camera down because this clip is getting way too long. I'm going to figure out if I actually am at the right place, and then we're going to head to Bukchon Village Bay. Hello, what is this?
Bus all stop. President
Bus?
bus all stop.
Bus stop?
Stop.
No bus? Oh, okay, no problem. Okay, thank you. What? Oh my God. But the bus has stopped. I mean, I can't read South Korea. I can't read Korean, but I just, he's just said, I think he's just said the bus is stopped and everyone's just walked off from the bus stop. So, right. I need to figure out what I'm doing. I'll update you lot in a sec. Right, so it turns out I'm walking, so I've just looked on maps, yeah, and it's quicker. Like, this is the only bus available, which is where I am now at the bus stop, and I don't know how far you can see up there. I've then got to walk after that anyway, so by the time I waited for the bus and got on it and got up there, I'm going to be walking after I get off the bus anyway, so I might as well just walk. I've got no idea how far it's going to be. If I see a taxi, I might flag one down, to be fair. But anyway, we're heading there now. Do you know what? I actually just looked, that poster that Matey Boy put up, I just took a picture of it and then put it through Google Translate, and it literally said, I'm going to plug it on the screen so I'll take a screenshot of it. It literally says routes 1 and 2, which were the bus routes that I needed, unavailable due to the control related to the impeachment ruling, which is what I was on about, from Sunday the 1st to April the 6th. Like I said, April the 6th is this Friday, I think it is. No, it's not. April the 6th is Sunday. I fly out on Friday, so I hope I'm 60 kilometers away from the airport, by the way. 60 kilometers. Hoping I can still. These are, by the way, I'm just walking past this. These are all police buses. I probably shouldn't be videoing them. There's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them police buses. Police buses? What? That's mad. But yeah, I'm hoping I can look. They're everywhere. Oh, it's happening, isn't it? I'm gonna get stuck in South Korea. I'm getting stuck in South Korea. Oh, look, they're everywhere. Over the other side of the road as well. Oh my God. Right, I'm hoping I don't get stuck in South Korea because my flight is out on Friday. I've got to get to the airport to get my flight to Japan to watch the Formula 1. So I'll be absolutely fuming. I'll be fuming if it all kicks off and I get stuck in South Korea. So anyway, we're walking to the village now. I'll update you lot in a bit, mate. Yeah, so it obviously just looks like there's a lot of protests going on. Oh my God, look, there's so many police. I can't tell you. It feels a bit edgy. Does feel a bit edgy. It's, I mean, as a, I hate using this word, but content creator, it's probably quite a good time, in a way, to be in South Korea. But for the sake of like, not fully understanding what's going on and how it could affect me, in terms of getting out the country on Friday. We'll see. I don't know how far this village is, to be honest. I'm half debating sacking it off and just going to get a jumper and get some food, because I don't know if I said at the start of the video, I'm gonna put a little overlay. I got here at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning yesterday, and I just went straight out. I was so hungry, just needed to get some food in me. So I was just walking down this street and I seen this old boy through the window, like literally walking through one of these. I looked through the window and he was eating loads of like pork belly and like noodles and all potatoes and onions on this massive hot plate. And I was like, oh, that's a bit of me. So I went in there, and honestly, yeah, this video that I've just put up, I'll put up again. Oh my God, it was unbelievable. 15 quid for all of that food cooked on a hot plate in front of you is incredible. I thought to myself, should I go back today and do it again? But I'm one of these people, I've been there once, I want to do something different. So as nice as that was, I'm going to hopefully find somewhere else. Look, here we go again. But honestly, I can't fathom how many police there are around. I'm gonna go this way actually. I think we need to head up this way to the village, so yeah, let's see how we get on. Right, I'm about to enter the village. Look, on a map, I don't know how well you can see this, the entrance to the village is literally, I don't know, maybe not even 100 meters up here. This is a village. Look at all of these police buses. These buses are have literally been filled with police officers. This is just one area, by the way. Back where I was showing you a minute ago was another area full of buses. Round this corner here, I'm walking away from it at the minute because I'm going to the village, but there's another massive protest where there's no word of a lie, there must be about 500 police officers just around this protest. So yeah, I can't lie to you, it is a little bit, like I said, I want to know how safe it is. So what I'm going to do is go to this village. It doesn't really look like a village, I can't lie to you, but I'm going to maybe try and speak to a few people as well. I'm not going to go out of my way and just start speaking to every single person going, oh, what do you think about this and that? But hopefully if I can find someone that speaks good English, that maybe we find a bar. Maybe we go to this village and we find a bar and get a drink and sit down in a bar, maybe with some like-minded people or some locals. And yeah, I just want to have a chat. I just want to have a like, I don't want to be sticking the camera in the face. If they want to, happy days, but I just want to see if it's like how they feel about it and understand it a little bit more. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, what a time to be alive. Right, we have arrived at Bukchon village. I think this is the start of the village. I don't want to turn this in. In fact, if it turns into like a impeachment vlog, do you know what? I don't mind it. It's something a bit different, isn't it? But yeah, this whole road, like I said, it's just full of police. I assume we are going onto the suburbs of Seoul, where we are at the minute in terms of the city itself. And then, like I said, I've walked about 1.5 miles because of the bus being cancelled. The main city centre is that way. That's why there's so many police presence that way. But anyway, we are turning the corner into the village by the looks of it. I'm not sure what to expect, to be honest. I've just heard that it's very nice to look at, a bit more traditional than being in the busy city. So yeah, these are just kind of shops that don't really interest me. I'm hoping we can, oh, someone's getting a picture there. Hoping we can turn the corner and find somewhere to get a drink. So yeah, there's a lot of people, I don't know if they're not even kids. There's a lot of people dressed up. I was going to say fancy dress, but they're obviously not in fancy dress. There must be a theme to it. Look, yeah, they're fully grown adults, so I don't feel bad saying that. Mate, could this be something to do with being traditional? I don't know, I'm not going to pretend I know what it is. Maybe it's something to do with the impeachment. I don't know. So yeah, we're going to carry on heading up here. Oh my God, this is going to be a test of the fitness. So yeah, hopefully we can find somewhere to get a drink, mate. Ah, looks like there's a bit more happening up here. Red zone. This place is a residential area. Hello. I still need to learn Korean. You just have to bear with me on this vlog because I'm already into it now. Oh my God, I'm so unfit. Because like I said, I arrived here 3 o'clock in the morning, got food, went bed, woke up at like midday, dossed in my bed, and then I've just come straight out. I was looking at stuff to do, and this is obviously one of the things that come up, so, oh my God, I think I might have a cardiac. Might have a cardiac arrest walking up here. Oh God, everyone's a bit quiet. So yeah, look, more people in fancy dress. Oh, I made it this far up, but look at the view. That is incredible. Proper, like I said, traditional way of living. Apparently this is a residential area, so people live here apparently in these houses, but looking at it, I don't think they do. I could be wrong. I'm gagging for a drink now. I haven't even got anything in my bag, so I'm hoping I can find a bar. I keep going on about it, but that's what we can find, mate. Ooh. Cool, how quiet is it up here? This is the South Korea that I wanted to see. Do you know what I mean? It's all well and good me going to all of these busy cities. Like I said, I've just been to Hong Kong, Taipei, Kaohsiung. Do you know what I mean? Now I'm in Seoul, Hanoi before that, Bangkok. In Laos, I actually did go to a few rural places and it was incredible. So I feel like my next plan, oh look, Laurie's just blocked an amazing view. But yeah, I feel like my next set of ventures, after this, I'm gonna hopefully be going to South America. That is the plan. There are some pretty cheap flights. I did a video yesterday on the old Skyscanner and how you can find cheap flights. For anyone that's interested, you can catch some pretty cheap direct flights from Madrid to Venezuela, I think, for literally 220 quid, 200 quid, which sounds a lot of money, but in hindsight, it's nothing. So that is the plan. Oh, just walking in the way of everyone. That is the plan for June time. So yeah, I keep saying it. Get me a beer. I ain't got a beer yet, but I have just found this this coffee gaff. This is right at the top of the village, so I'm going to head in here, get a coffee, and then I think we've pretty much completed the village. So yeah, nice little view of this. Still a lot of people knocking around this neck of the woods, but I'm going to get a coffee, go in here, get a coffee, and then we're going to walk back. I know probably a lot of you lot watching probably just want to see all the chaos in the city, so I'm going to get a coffee and then we're going to take a steady walk back to the city. And then yeah, I don't know if I'm just going to bin off. I keep saying every video I'm going to get a new jumper and I never do. We'll see what happens. I can't be arsed spending a fortune. I'd rather spend it on beer, so let's get a coffee and head back into the city, Betty. Hello. Please could I have a hot coffee, please? Or like cappuccino? Do you have cappuccino? Just a, yeah, that's fine, latte. Hot latte, please. Thank you. Takeaway, oh, pay around there. 4,500, yeah? So yeah, that cost. Surely, oh no, my God. Got Japanese yen on. I was looking at that, 23 quid for a coffee. But yeah, this place is pretty cool. Let's actually work out what it cost. That's better. £2.37 for a coffee in a village in the suburbs of Seoul. I don't think it's too bad, so yeah. Oh, I've joined onto a walking like tour, but look what I've seen here. Oh, I've already got my coffee. I missed a trick there. That looks absolutely beautiful, and I can see a bottle of Corona there as well. So missed a trick, but yeah, I'm gonna head back into the city, work my way through this walking tour, which by the way is all American. There's a lot of American here, so I'm gonna work my way through now and see you lot in all the carnage, Bay. Right, we're back amidst it, so yeah, look. Speak to someone, spitting everywhere. I really need to speak to someone and understand from their perspective what is going on, because I don't think we realise. I don't know when if it's ever happened in the UK. Has martial law ever happened in the UK? Because it's such a big and like unprecedented thing. Because like in the UK, if we had martial law like come into place, something is serious, like a big problem has happened. Maybe, I don't know. I'm no expert. Maybe we like there's an attack in the UK where, I don't know, very important people get killed, but the attack maybe comes from within the UK, or I don't know. Do you remember a few months ago? Well, whenever it was last year, when that put them poor little babies and toddlers got brutally murdered in, was it Rotherham? And then I think, I don't know, the 2 weeks after that, there was so much kicking off, like so much like rioting within the UK aimed at the government for, you know, allowing it to happen when I don't know the old boy's name, was known to the authorities, blah blah blah. And then it all, you know, there was like police buses being overturned, set on fire, there was like looting happening, places were getting torched. And then like I feel like I don't know what would trigger it, but that kind of tapered off, whereas that could have turned into a full-fledged I don't want to say like civil war, but do you know what I mean? Something like that could trigger it in the UK, or something really big. So what I'm basically going in with this is, it is such a big thing for the government, the president of the country. Look at the country that we're in, by the way. This isn't some kind of like third world country, and they put the country, and the government put the country into martial law, which is such a big thing. So I don't know the ins and outs, like I said. Hopefully we can speak to someone and find out, but yeah, I have no idea where I am, by the way. Let's get a beer. Right, we have made it to Myeongdong Night Market Street. Well, I think this is it anyway. As you, I don't know how far you can see down here. It goes all the way down into like looks like a narrow street. So I'm assuming we're at the right place. However, it is a night market, and the time is currently 5:30. Usually they start at 6 o'clock. So we're gonna take a walk down here anyway. We're in the right place. Look how many people there are. So absolutely, I keep saying it, look at what a beautiful place this is, honestly. So it turns out I haven't seen any police for about 20 minutes now. So I think where I were back there, that was like an organised protest. I just can't believe how many police there were. There was more police than there were people protesting, legit. So yeah, we're gonna head down here now. I am aiming to get something to eat. What I don't want to do though is, I love eating, as you know, and I'm sure a lot of you enjoy watching me eat, but well, I don't know about that. But anyway, I don't want to sit down and have a honestly, it's such a ball ache setting at the camera, you know, going in somewhere, sitting at a table. I love doing it, but it's just, I'm not in the right mood to doing it at the minute, because you've got to video the people, sit down at the table, video yourself eating. So I'm hoping we're going to find street food where I can just dob to a stall and get some funky looking food, eat it in the street. I am also, as I've said a million times before, on the lookout for a beer, a boozer. We are in the right place. What I do like about South Korea so far is that it's more built up where I am at the minute for the drinking culture, let's put it that way. I don't want to go down the wrong path, but there's actual bars. There's actual bars where you can go in, sit down, have a drink, as opposed to being in Taiwan, where I've just come from, where you couldn't do anything like this. So anyway, oh, there's some shops as well. Do you know what? I'm in such a built up area. I ain't gonna get anything cheap that probably is gonna fit me as well. Who's gonna sell double XL, triple XL out here? It's just such a ball ache. So anyway, we're gonna head down here. Look how busy it is. Oh my God, there's a lot of people, definitely in the right place. Yeah, let's see what we can find. Oh my days, we are definitely in the right place. I don't know how far you can see along here. I'm gonna try and give you a bird's eye view. Look at that. There is literally street stall after street stall, and it goes that way as well. Oh my God, and it's a proper market, look. It's like baby clothes and everything. So, right, we're gonna head down here again. Oh, I just got caught on the hanger. Oh my God, please tell me this is cheese. Is this cheese? Oh, it's potato, sweet potato. I would love nothing more than one of these, like not like a corn dog, just like a mozzarella, a massive mozzarella stick. Oh my God, the smells at the minute. Look at this. Oh my God, flavours of cheese. Right, I'm not gonna be able to show you everything, but I think we've found, we've definitely found something. Look at this, mozzarella cheese balls. If you watch the channel, you'll know how much I love my cheese. So we're just gonna, what are they as well? Are they crabs? Look, baby crab. Baby crab and cheese. I think we found the perfect stall at the very start. So we're gonna get something from here, and then we're gonna carry on heading down, check out what else there is. I'm sure there's so many cool things going on here. Hello. Hello, please could I have one cheese and one baby crab, please? Thank you.
7,000.
6, so how much in total? 13,000. I've got no idea how much this is until I work it out. I'm pretty sure it's 1.7k to the pound. So divide by 2, 6.5, a little bit more, maybe about 8 quid. I don't know, I'll work it out in a sec. Anyway, let's let's get baby crab and cheese. Thank you. Wow, we have got a whole pot of baby crabs. Anyway, right, we need to get the cheese balls and then I've got to find somewhere to scran it. Like I said, I'm not going to spend too long scranning it. I just want to bang it and then move on. So yeah, we need to find somewhere. Maybe we just sit down there. Anyway, let's get the cheese balls and see how it tastes, babe. Thank you, thank you. Let's get some sweet chilli on this bitch. Oh, looks incredible. How am I going to carry this? I don't know. Whoop. Food in hand. Right, let's go scran it. Work out how much it cost and see how it tastes, babe. Right, I have managed to find somewhere. I've just dumped myself on this like billboard thing, but there's literally nowhere else to eat, so I'm gonna make this as quick as I can. The camera's also on the wonk as well, so let's just get straight into it. So we have got baby crabs. Do you know what? I feel I feel a little bit bad eating this because look at them. They are fried crabs. It feels a bit like a prawn cracker. I don't know if that's the right way of putting it, but let's give it a taste anyway. Oh my god, that is incredible. I mean, it tastes like crab, but feels like a little bit mushy in the inside. Let's have a look. There you go. Look, you can see the crab meat there. A little bit dry, I can't lie. Sweet chilli is doing it the world of good. Do you know what? It's okay. I'm going to downgrade a little bit. I'm going to give that 7 out of 10. Right, on to, oh my god, I'm so excited for these. 3 different types of cheese. I ain't going to do all of them because we'll be here all night. But anyway, let's just get into the first one. Let me just bang it open for you. See if there's a cheese ball. Oh my days. Have a look at that. This could be, that could be mozzarella or cheddar. No, I think that's cheddar. Let's give it a taste. Oh my god, I've been craving this for so long. Nowhere that I've been. You know what? South Korean food, yeah, could genuinely be one of the best cuisines on the planet. We don't really eat it in the UK. It's always like Chinese, Indian. You don't really see like Korean, South Korean places. The fried food is incredible, and like I said, I'm not going to go back there now, but I'm going to plug it up here again for you to see. You're probably bored of it, but the food I had last night was honestly some of the best food I've ever had. Anyway, I'm going to eat the rest of this, and then we're going to carry on heading down, hopefully find a beer. Let's see how we get on, babe. Oh, have a look at that. It's like lobster rolls being put together. They look incredible, but look how busy it is up there. So I've just walked off. The street that I bought that off was going horizontal this way, and I've walked up, but it's so busy, so I'm going to carry on walking through here. I have spotted a lot of like masks and stuff. South Korea, correct me if I'm wrong, is that where Squid Games was made? I think it is. So I'm surprised I haven't actually seen any Squid Game merchandise or anything like that, because if there's like a mask or something, I'll roll up to the DMZ tomorrow with a Squid Game mask on. That would be jokes, wouldn't it? But oh, what a time to be going to the DMZ, by the way. Tomorrow, 2 days before this impeachment decision, someone's just messaged me saying apparently North Korea are playing really loud music at the border. I know the DMZ is like, there's quite a substantial amount of miles or whatever between the two, but apparently they're playing like really loud music near the border to annoy the South Koreans. And obviously, let's be honest, there's got to be like a bar around here where I can get a beer. Let's be honest, again, I don't know everything I've said about martial law, the political state of the country, South Korea at the minute. Take that with a pinch of salt. I've done my own research. Do your own research. Don't come at me going, oh my god, you didn't have a clue what you're talking about. Yeah, I probably don't. I'm trying to understand it the best I can, and I feel like I've got a good grasp on it. But North Korea could somehow be involved in all of this. I don't know how, with my conspiracy theorist hat on. Was the old boy that's in charge the president that could be sworn back in? Has he, you know, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. But anyway, yeah, interesting time to be going to the DMZ. And to be honest, I wouldn't want it any different. So, oh my God, I'm gonna head down here. We're gonna get a bit. I have found some like little food court. I'll be honest with you, there isn't actually like a bar. They're all selling food, but this is as good as you're gonna get, let's be honest. So I'm gonna have a look around here and find somewhere that hopefully has got draft. Or, oh, that looks craft beer. Oh, they've got draft there. Oh, do you know what? No. Do you know? There's no one sat in there. There's no one sat in the beer one. Next door, it is a chicken shop, but I don't know if you can see through there. They've got a tap. They've got draft. I've spent so much money on craft ales in the last week or so. I just want like a pint. Here we go. I just want a pint of beer. So I'm going to go in here, sit down, and we'll find out, all importantly, what the cost of a beer is in South Korea, Bay. Right, so the old girl's just brought over the menu. Am I right in thinking, yeah, that CC is like the same as millilitres, or am I miles off on that? Because obviously we work in millilitres in the UK. What is CC? What is cc? Am I being stupid? Because the reason I say 700cc millilitres, if it is millilitres, that is more than a pint. A pint, correct me if I'm wrong, is 570 something. 7,000 local money is £3.69. So I feel like if that is right, that is pretty good, because that's more than a pint. Anyway, I'm going to order that. Let's see what we get, babe. Yes, babe, we have got ourselves a big beer, and it turns out it is bigger than a pint. That costs, like I said, £3.70. I'm not complaining. Let's give it a taste. Oh, so cold. Shame it wasn't filled to the top, but I am not complaining. I am going to have to end the vlog there. I am going to the DMZ tomorrow. If you don't know what the DMZ is, please research it. It's going to be an incredible vlog. So interesting. The time is currently 6 o'clock. I am getting picked up at 7 o'clock in the morning, so I've got to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I've still got to go back to the hotel, edit this vlog, and upload the one from yesterday. So if you've watched this far, thank you very much for watching. See you at the DMZ, babe.